リースは必要かもしれない。なんかいらないかもしれない。何それ。
A young man visited a decaying apartment complex long abandoned yet rumored to be alive with supernatural activity. The corridors smelled rotten, the doors hung open, and the entire building felt frozen in time. As he walked, he heard faint footsteps though the hall was empty. When he pushed open the exit door, the camera captured something chilling: a woman standing just outside, staring directly at him. Both he and his companion saw her clearly, but when they blinked, she vanished. Residents later revealed that a woman had once died inside the building and was believed to still wander its halls. The complex was never demolished due to endless unresolved paperwork, leaving her spirit trapped in a place the world had forgotten. A cable TV crew visited a hidden train watching spot known only to dedicated enthusiasts. While interviewing an elderly man about railway photography, a dispute suddenly erupted between two residents arguing over weeds growing along their communal boundary. As the shouting intensified, a pale little girl wandered out from the back road and approached them.
皆さんこちら線路の上をご覧ください。はい。というわけで早速行ってみましょうか。あれ、真剣で聞こえないかな？有名なスポットなんですか？
いや、マニアがね、抜ける。
こんにちは。ケーブルテレビのものです。何やってるんですか？テレビだって。テレビだ。そうなんですよ。お姉さんもダメだよ、本当は。本当はね。カメラなんか入ってたんだ、怒られちゃうよ。ね、なんかダメで。ダメで。あのとこ行ってこっち来たんだよね。人頼まれてな、私だからね。なんでそういうことばっかり言ってんのか？
No one noticed her during filming. But in slow motion, she stared at the adults with a blank expression, her face drained of life. Investigators later discovered that 10 years earlier, a young girl had gone missing in the area and was later found in the nearby water channel. Had she grown up, she would be about the same age as today's residents, the same age as the silent girl who appeared between them that day. A psychic and a male celebrity visited a house rumored to be the most dangerous property in the region. Before entering, they spoke with residents living nearby. The atmosphere around the area felt strong, thick, heavy, and unnaturally silent. While the psychic described an oppressive presence, the homeowner suddenly became defensive, refusing to speak and insisting nothing was wrong. As tensions rose, the camera captured a tall figure with long hair and a gray, lifeless horse stepping out from behind the house.
あ、ここからかな？なんか感じてます？ごめんください。ごめんください。うちのことでちょっとお伺いしたいです。
隣のちょっとお話しさせてもらっても大丈夫ですか？
はい。ごめん。
もう出てった方がいいよね、あの人は。
そう。やっぱり事件で取材陣
ついてるから。やめてください。
ちょっとやめてください。
The psychic froze. The site was connected to an infamous tragedy in which a mentally unstable man murdered his entire family, after which misfortune spread to surrounding homes. Many believe the spirit had seeped beyond the property, attaching itself to anyone who came too close. A streamer spent his first night sleeping inside his car, preparing content for social media. At first, everything seemed fine, yet he arranged curtains, tested the lights, and chatted casually with viewers. Suddenly, the interior lamp flickered and went out. Confused, he tried turning it back on. Then, through the rear window, a woman approached.
落ちるなよ。残念だおい。残念だおい。これ。はい、終了。これ、なんだチャットとかね、あれなんだおかしい。まだね、外はそんなに暗くはないんだけども。
Her face was pale, her expression empty, watching him from the darkness. The lights died again, and when they returned, the woman's face was already inside the frame, yet floating inches from the glass. A streamer staged a simple prank video in a quiet park. The plan was harmless. One friend hid behind a bench, waiting to jump out and surprise the target. The footage looked ordinary until viewers noticed something the streamer himself had not.
怖いな。あ、キョロキョロしてるけど。こんにちは。
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
オッケーオッケーオッケー。これ気づかこれ
Behind the bench, a second figure was crouching in the shadows, still and silent. The prankster later admitted he had hidden there for nearly 2 hours, yet the extra hand that appeared beside him did not belong to anyone on the set. Locals whispered about a homeless man who once lived in the park and vanished mysteriously. While walking through a residential area to buy ingredients for yakiniku, a photographer casually filmed his surroundings with a date. The neighborhood was quiet and unremarkable. Then, near a street lamp on the left side of the frame, a dark figure appeared. Its face and limbs were blackened, as though scorched, and its posture rigid. The couple continued their cheerful conversation, unaware of the ghost standing in the path ahead. A couple filmed their anniversary date at a peaceful lakeside park. The day was filled with warm conversation, gentle scenery, and playful compliments. As they admired a group of ducks resting on a small island, something rose from the water behind them. A woman's ghostly figure stood in the lake, watching them intently.
いい感じ。こっち向いてこっち。そうそうそうそうそうそう。今日やってないんで大丈夫。はい。
外だ。
うん。はい。泣いてる泣いてる。 はい、じゃあこっち見てください。
なんだね。
じゃあ高いんじゃない？
ちゃんと撮れてますか？
いいねいいね。これガラスでちょうど池が見える感じで。はい。もう一応
もう録画ボタン押してる？動画だよね。
動画。はいはい。
Many believe the spirit in the water was still searching a still morning of forever watching families and couples who passed through the place she once cherished. A group of young explorers entered an abandoned ruin for a simple test of courage. At first, the mood was light, laughter echoing through the empty hallways. But the deeper they went, the heavier the atmosphere became. Dust fell from the ceiling, strange thuds echoed above them, and something moved across the shadows just beyond their lights. As they climbed a narrow staircase, the screen flashed with static. In that brief distortion, a figure appeared standing at the far end of the room, motionless. When replayed in slow motion, the shape became clear, a pale woman with an unnaturally stiff posture, watching them through the darkness. A camera crew filmed a traditional ceremony aboard a ship leaving the harbor. Cheerful music played as guests waved paper streamers in celebration. Everything appeared joyful until a pale hand reached up from the lower deck railing. In the footage, the hand wrapped around the ankle of a passing passenger, pulling with a desperate grip. When the scene was slowed down, multiple ghostly arms could be seen rising from the side of the ship, reaching toward the living as if begging to be brought aboard. Some believed they were the voices of those who had lost their lives at sea, drawn to gatherings of joy they could no longer join. Curious about a house connected to a homicide case, a woman visited the site with her friends and filmed the location for social media. As she explored the overgrown construction area, she joked lightly while looking for any trace of the crime. Suddenly, a female figure appeared at the spot where the victim's body was believed to have been buried.
目覗いてるよ。目あるよ。ちょっと待って待って。待ってます。そういうのってずっといるじゃん。失礼します。何にもないようにお願いします。
Her posture stiff, her expression vacant, she stared at the woman as though disturbed by their presence. The laughter and casual filming may have angered the lingering spirit, a reminder that certain places still hold memories not meant to be treated lightly. A driver filmed his trip through a long mountain tunnel while heading toward a resort area. The road was empty, and the tunnel lights flickered at uneven intervals. Suddenly, two figures stood in the middle of the lane motionless, blocking his path. The driver panicked, swerving in confusion. A group of friends enjoyed a quiet day fishing in nature. The water was clear, fish darted beneath the surface, and their excitement filled the air each time a line moved. As one of them reeled in a catch, countless hands appeared in the water pail, drifting upward, reaching for the struggling fish. In slow motion, the footage revealed arm after arm rising from the depths, as though the water itself hid a crowd waiting below. A woman renovating an old inherited home filmed the interior for promotional use. While adjusting furniture with a friend, they discussed converting a room into a guest space. The atmosphere seemed normal until the camera pointed toward an old upright piano. On its glossy surface, a distorted reflection appeared, something like the dusty face of a woman leaning close.
置いちゃえば、もうちょっとスペース取れるんで、なるほど。民泊としてはいける。あと今いろんな人が弾くじゃん。YouTube でもやってるしさ。そうだから結局親戚とかさ、空いちゃったんで。いいじゃん。じゃあこっちどうなってんの？残しで。残そうか。残そう。もったいないよね。そうだよ。何それ。
The figure grew clearer with each frame, her expression sorrowful. Local records stated that a man once broke into this house during the day. A paranormal streamer interviewed a woman living in a small, worn-down house. She had bought the property second-hand without knowing its past. Strange sounds haunted her, footsteps, doors opening on their own, and repeated laughter from nowhere. While she described hearing mysterious giggles, the camera captured something horrifying.
しょうがないかなとは思ってたんですけど、そう歩き方、そういう怪異現象があるっていうのは、それはとんでも変でね、笑い声が突然するわけですよ。で
Between her arms, a ghostly face appeared, smiling unnaturally, with no body attached. Local history revealed that previous residents of the house had died one after another.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.